I disappeared on Christmas Eve. No note, no calls, no goodbyes. By the time my wife realized I was gone, I'd already exposed everything she'd been hiding. Christmas lights flickered weakly across the neighborhood. Red, green, gold. Colors that were supposed to feel warm. But that night, they looked cold. Like they were mocking me. My name's Daniel. I was married to Claire for 8 years. We had a small home, 2 dogs, and plans to start a family when the time was right. That time never came. It started a few weeks before Christmas. She'd begun locking her phone, staying late at work, laughing at texts that she'd quickly hide when I entered the room. I told myself I was paranoid. That's what love does. It makes you blind to the cracks forming right in front of you. But on December 18th, the illusion finally shattered. I'd borrowed her laptop to book a last-minute Christmas trip. While typing, her email app pinged, and a message popped up before I could look away. "Can't wait for our Christmas Eve escape. I'll bring the wine, you bring that smile. Evan." I froze. Evan, her coworker, the one she barely talked to? My stomach twisted. The air felt heavy, like I'd forgotten how to breathe. I clicked the message. There were months of them. Photos, voice notes, hotel receipts. She'd told him things she never told me. About how Daniel's become distant, about how she felt alive with him. Alive. That word kept echoing in my head like a curse. For 3 nights, I didn't sleep. I went to work. I smiled at customers. I wrapped gifts she'd never open. But inside, I was already gone. Then came Christmas Eve. Snow fell quietly outside, blanketing the world in a kind of peace that didn't belong to me. Claire was in the kitchen, humming carols as she cooked, like nothing had happened. She looked happy, too happy. I watched her for a long time. The way she moved, the way she looked at her phone when she thought I wasn't watching. I knew she was waiting for him. That's when I made my decision. I didn't yell. I didn't confront her. I didn't beg or demand answers. Instead, I quietly packed a bag. My passport, a few clothes, my savings. Then I opened my laptop and sent one email. To Evan's wife. "Merry Christmas. Thought you should know where your husband will be tonight. Check the attached photos." I attached screenshots of every message, every photo, every word. Then I left my wedding ring on the table beside her Christmas present, a small wrapped box containing the necklace she'd once said she loved but never bought for herself. And inside that box, next to the necklace, I placed a folded note. "You wanted freedom. Merry Christmas." I walked out at 6:42 p.m. The air was biting cold, the streets empty. Every house I passed glowed with laughter and warmth, everything mine used to have. I drove 3 hours north, checked into a quiet cabin I'd found online. No phone, no noise, just silence. At midnight, my phone buzzed nonstop. Calls, texts, from her, from mutual friends, then from Evan's wife. Her message read simply, "Thank you. You deserve better." By morning, I'd vanished completely. I turned off my phone, deleted my social accounts, sent an email to my boss requesting indefinite leave. For the next few days, I stayed in that cabin, watching snow fall over frozen pines, trying to understand what love meant anymore. Did she cry when she found the note? Did she realize what she'd thrown away? Maybe, maybe not. A week later, I received one final email from Claire. It read, "Daniel, please, I made a mistake. I don't know how to live with what I've done. Everyone knows now. Evan's wife sent the screenshots to his boss. He's been fired. His family left him. I deserve this pain, but I can't stop thinking about you. Please, come home." I didn't reply. Some words are too late. The silence between us became the answer she refused to hear. A month later, I sold the house, donated most of my things, moved to another city. New job, new number. But some nights, especially when snow falls and the air smells of pine and cinnamon, I remember that Christmas Eve. The lights, the quiet, the moment I realized love isn't just about staying. Sometimes it's about walking away before you lose yourself completely. A year later, I returned to that same cabin. The world was silent again. I made coffee, sat by the fire, and looked at the empty ring mark on my finger. For the first time, I didn't feel broken, just free. Outside, the snow began to fall again, soft, slow, endless. And somewhere far away, I hoped Claire had finally learned that when you betray love, you don't just lose a person, you lose the version of yourself that they used to believe in. Would you have confronted her face to face, or vanished like I did? Sometimes silence is louder than revenge. What would you have done?